And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Technobabylon. Now, interesting thing, I was looking at the page in my library, and the summary of my achievements from the 20th. Let me pull this up. Part 5 complete. 36% of players have this achievement. Guilt Trip. Reminds Dr. Chigwa of what's really important. 11% of players have this achievement. And that's the achievement we get for showing her the photo, which leads her to give me permission to go in the airlock. Go into the growth lab. Which means there are other ways to get into the growth lab that I didn't figure out. Which is interesting. Alright. Back to the slums.
Warning, warning. You are too close to the vehicle. Please step away from the vehicle. This message has been a product of Sentinel security systems.
Yeah, fair enough. Can't interact with the people walking by.
I can't reach it from here.
Why would I want to interact with the signs? Oh, I guess I can look at all the signs. The antenna juts from the wall, sufficiently high to enhance its signal gain, though low enough to hide if Cell should make a patrol of the neighborhood. Unfortunately, this still places it just outside your reach.
What's this aerial for?
Visitors from out of town.
Users connecting from other countries to the Transden's network?
Newton's a bit funny about who gets to log on sometimes.
So you figured you'd give them a hand by connecting them from abroad?
Exactly. Foreigners pay better.
Fair enough. The expensive-looking car seems out of place in a neighborhood like this. It must be well protected if someone felt they could leave it on display. Yeah, already learned that. Like most cars you've ever seen outside of the Trance, it appears to be an auto drive. Barely anyone bothers with manual controls anymore. Good riddance, in your opinion. Well, hopefully the technology is advanced enough to make that a good idea.
Ads for everything from sleazy bars to sex to cosmetics. Nothing I'd want, though. I feel like the whole neighborhood was designed to alienate me.
Canonically ace. Trance den.
An underground trance den. People come here if they can't get online at home. Kinda thought it'd look slicker. Guess they're playing up the whole underground thing. Or maybe it's just as grimy as everywhere else in this part of town.
Your lifestyle is not exactly high class. The venue's enormous bouncer glares at you with what you believe to be lofty contempt, though you've never been that good at reading human expressions.
Hey, no entry.
Why can't I go in?
Excuse me, I'm trying to get into the trance den.
And I'm stopping you.
What? Why?
Maybe I don't like the look of you. Maybe we're full. Either way, shove off.
What would it take to get in?
Come on, there must be something I can do to get in. What do I need to do?
Huh, we get that a lot. Some thrall drags themselves up here, says they'll do anything. Shows how desperate you people are.
Can I pay you to get in? With what money?
Can I pay to get in?
I don't know. Can you pay to get in? Exactly. You wouldn't be dressed up in Skanto blue overalls if you could. You ain't even got shoes.
Oh yeah, I don't have shoes on. I guess I did leave my apartment, Why wouldn't I put shoes on before leaving? Well, I guess I was in a hurry. I've got skills.
Maybe I could do something for you?
I like 'em skinny, but you look like you'd break a bone if someone looked at you too hard. You wouldn't believe how many greasy thralls try to get in that way, though.
What? No! Ew! No! I meant hacking!
City utilities did cut the water again.
Well, maybe I can get that flowing. Water supply.
What happened to the water?
Bills weren't being paid. I needed all my quanta to pay off the bookies after Pakistan lost last month's game.
Gambling debts?
Hey, like you're in a position to judge anyone. Thrall. Anyway, Central Utilities shut down the water. Now we can't grow any more wetware.
What can I do?
What do you want me to do about the water supply? I'm a hacker, not a plumber.
The flow's controlled by a terminal in the sewer. I want you to breach it and get my water back.
So you own the place and you're the bouncer. What is this place?
This place looks like a dump.
You're one to talk, girl. Bet yours is worse.
True.
So what happens here?
It's a trance den. People come here to hook up.
I always do it at home. Did do it at home.
People can't always do it there, though. Maybe their partner don't want them doing it no more. Maybe there's some thrall who promised their probation officer they'd stay clean.
So you're selling privacy.
Bingo. It don't need to be pretty. Once you're in the machine, you don't care about how it looks.
Your arm.
What's with your arm? It's all metal.
Lost it in the war. One of the wars. On biochem duty. Turned out that because of the shots they gave me, they couldn't just grow me a new one.
Ooh.
Same reason I can't get wired either. Allergic to the stuff.
But you run a trance den.
Ain't that just the definition of irony? The arm's great, but the eyes they gave me ain't worth shit.
Street terminal.
There's supposed to be a public terminal on the corner over there. I guess because of all the wires running from where it used to be into the cellar.
You reckon I know something about it? You think maybe I stole the terminal, and I'm now using it to run a pirated trance environment for profit?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Ha!
Huh, you're pretty sharp.
You don't trance?
So, you're not wired? You can't connect?
Nope. Been allergic to neural wiring since the war.
This seems like a strange thing to be doing then, running a trance den. You can't even experience the world you've built for these people.
Means I can't get addicted to it either. Best kind of insurance.
Fair enough. Can't you hack the water yourself?
Why don't you hack the water yourself? You haven't got my skills?
You think a lot of yourself, don't you? I ain't wired. Can't breach systems like that on the go.
Ah, that makes sense.
Also means I got deniability if they just catch some thrall messing around with it. No, officer. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Antenna.
What's with the antenna? The one under the neon lights?
Not everyone here is a local. Some people ain't lucky enough to live in a city like Newton.
International connections?
Exactly. People in Newton can join this hub through the net. Some states, they monitor the usual net connections. So, they bounce the connection in via satellite.
What are other countries monitoring for?
Greater Han likes to control the news and history. Concord is looking for anti-corporate opinion. Eurofed has strict definitions about what counts as acceptable entertainment.
That's barbaric.
Defeats the point of the net, doesn't it? But thanks to Pirate Net, they can never stop the signal.
God, corporate control of the internet is horrible.
Quit hanging around.
All right, I'm going.
All right, into the sewers. Where do I go to get into the sewers? Can't reach the antenna, but I'll try
won't
anywhere.
Form a connection.
Can't make a wetware connection. Let's trance. No connections. Okay. Newsfeed. Commuters on the Red Transit line last night were surprised by an evacuation drill that took place just after midnight at the Barbers Gate Transit Station. A Cell spokesprogram has confirmed that the evacuation was part of a planned emergency response simulation and that customers were in no danger. Yeah, right. Cell is required to ensure the preparedness of its agents and city infrastructure in cases of emergency, the program stated. There is a limit to what can be anticipated through simulation, especially when it comes to realistic crowd response. As such, we are required to run tests like this periodically in active stations. Cell and Central are impressed at the professional attitude taken by the public and thank them for their cooperation. Not like they have a choice. Travelers have complained that the sudden evacuation delayed their journey, though services were able to be routed around Barbers Gate, causing only minimal delays to the service, and those not stopping at the station. Yeah, it's a nuisance, said one bystander, but at least it's good to see Cell doing their jobs. The incident was also described as a rush by another. If your journey has been affected by the drill, please contact Central for compensation. Well, that's cool at least. Hockey. Russia beats Canada 4-2. Maintains record 6-game streak. Weather. City of Newton. Currently dry, with light outbreaks of rain expected later this evening. Temperature, 12 degrees Celsius, 53.6 degrees Fahrenheit. UV index, midday, 7 to 8. Use SPF 30 plus and wear protective clothing. Chishiki says, a day and a night for staying indoors. It's July in India. Huh. And it's only 53 degrees. How cold does it get at night in India in the middle of the summer? Okay, from Jinsel. 871 Cyrus Street, Northwest 10th. No public transport, no train connections before our meeting. Now, who knows? Hey there, Miss Mandela. Just wanted to say thanks for the assisted cell. I'd probably be off to some Han factory by now without that epi. Sink you later. No trance connections before our meeting. Alright, what can I interact with around here? Injector. Establishing connection to the car. Okay. Whoops. Alright.
A car repair tool? Probably what they claim it's for, at least.
Crowbar. Okay. So what do I use the crowbar on?
A sturdy metal tool I liberated from the wreck of that car. In this kind of neighborhood, it might not actually have been for repairs.
Oh, shit.
What the hell? You just cost me my overseas business. You're barred, Thrall.
But I've got to get in there!
Go nuke yourself.
Okay. Alright. I don't know what I expected. Alright, I'm gonna go through all that dialogue again.
Hey, no entry.
Excuse...
And on.
What?
Maybe either.
What?
Some shows how.
Can I...
I can't exact. You ain't.
Maybe...
You
Wait. What happened?
build any.
What do you want me to do? I'm a
The flow.
This...
You. It's a.
I was...
People. Maybe that. Maybe that.
So you're so...
Bingo. I don't need to.
What's with the...
Well, turned out seeing me.
But you...
Ain't that the arms?
Come on, man. I need to get back in the trance. It's important.
That didn't work for the half dozen other thralls who tried it today. It sure ain't gonna work for you.
There's supposed to be a public terminal on the corner over there. I guess because of all the wires running from where it used to be into the cellar.
You reckon? You think?
Huh,
You're pretty.
So...
Nope.
This seems... You can't...
Means like best kind.
What was it you wanted me to do again?
Will that trancing fry your memory?
A little
Find the
bit.
city utilities terminal in the sewer and get my water running again.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Go on, get moving.
What? You
You
haven't...
think a lie ain't? Also mean no.
What's with the one under...
Not everyone. Some people.
Internet.
Exact. Some. So.
What are the...
Greater conquered as Eurofed.
That's...
Defeats the point of it. But thanks to quit hanging around.
Alright.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh wait, maybe it's the car is covering the sewer. Yeah, there it is.
A car repair tool? Probably what they...
Alright, let's see if I have the musculature to open the manhole. I do! Okay.
A steel grate, as rusted as everything else down here. Looks like it covers the access to another shaft.
The panel bears the two-barred emblem of centralized government. Beneath this, a warning to unauthorized users or those not from the utilities office. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Find another route into the trance den. Oh. Fair enough.
It's old and rusty, but still locked.
Let's fix his water if we can.
Too easy.
Hang on. Let's check our mail. $871 Cyrus Street.
This utility panel.
Water supply re-enabled.
Can I go in?
You got the water going again, so yeah, we got all we need for more wetware. Quit hanging around.
All right, I'm going.
In we go. The legit way. Enter the trance den by fulfilling the bouncer's request.
Looks like he's made himself comfortable.
Wow, this place is gross.
Hey! Nope, nothing. She looks so starved and ragged.
Yeah, kind of like you.
Her that give trancers a bad rep. One of the trancers is spread out on the foam mat on the floor, underneath all the rusty water pipes.
Alright, there's the terminal. What else is in here that we can examine? Wetware.
Looks like they're growing their own wetware down here as well. I guess it's so warm and damp. The pirated cultures must love it.
Yeah, it's gross down here. The pipes cross the ceiling, usually labeled for maintenance. These are apparently tasked to carry water.
A public access terminal covered in other people's wetware. From the cables running up the stairs, I guess it's been liberated off the street.
Alright, well, let's connect.
I can't reach any of its control surfaces. There's a centimeter thick layer of other people's wetware covering its surface. The wetware won't form a connection with it.
Let's wipe it
Can't
off.
reach any of its control surface.
Can't I just wipe it off?
Nah, mine's fresher. Besides, everyone else will have been sticking their fingers in that stuff. A public access terminal covered in from the cables running up the stairs. I can't reach any of its control surfaces. There's a centimeter thick layer.
Okay, so how do I clean it off?
Hey. Nope, he's under. It's really, really uncool to steal from someone who's in the trance. But I'm in something serious. Huh. She doesn't even have anything on her.
I wonder what happens if I try to wetware. Diagnostic link formed. User ID, Captain Cheese 969. Sync time, 19 hours, 15 minutes, 40 seconds. Sync ratio, 45%. Sync target, Con Terminal Leon. Let's link with everybody. User ID, Domino. Sync time, 22 hours, 40 minutes, 223. Oh, I guess it's 22 minutes, 40 seconds. Sync ratio, 87%. Sync target, Con Terminal Leon. And you. Gandalf. Alright. Into the trance. Can't link to any of them. Okay.
Ew.
Oh, gross.
One of the trancers is spread out on the foam mat. Hey. Nope, he's under.
What did that accomplish?
I'm not getting anywhere near that thing.
Leak you've created in the pipe, along with the backlog of effluents, creates a nauseating mess across the walls and floor. Cross the crowbars just for fucking things up. Okay. So, what else can we interact with in here? Oh, IV drip.
He's enhancing his experience with a side of intravenous drugs. The IV bag says it's epinephrine.
Shoot, what does epinephrine do again?
Doesn't work like that. It's for putting stuff in, not sucking it out.
Fair enough. Okay. Epinephrine is adrenaline. Okay. Do I have any adrenaline?
I can't just stick him with an empty injector. I might give him an embolism.
Okay. I'm going to talk to the bouncer again.
Can I go in?
You got the water going. We got all quit hanging.
All right.
All right. This is a bad idea, but I just saved. Oh, that just cleaned it off. Okay. Public access terminal. Users online. Fearless Phil. Vomitor. Mosin Nugget. Gandalf. New user 1. Spark Wings. New user 1 is probably the person I'm connected to. Connection blocked. Block connections from Union Latino Americana. L759. Huh. Well, so... All right, well, let's connect. Find out all the countries in the world there. That's true. Federal Republic of Brazil. Caribbean Commonwealth took over Mexico. Okay. California Concord. USA Atlantic. Where's the Texas place? Canadian Republic took over Alaska. Greenland. European Federation. Russian Federation. South African States. Mashariki Umoja Wa. ECOWAS, in all caps. Jeddah Treaty Union. People's Republic of China. Greater Han Republic. South Asian Cooperative. Japan. Just Japan. Oceania Partnership Accord. Okay. Oh, okay. Gandalf, alright. A floating head waits in line for the games. His choice of non-humanoid avatar is probably some kind of symbolic self-expression.
Looks like they're having fun. Looks like they're Hi there. Hi there. Hi there. Hi there.
What?
What's going on?
What's up?
If you must know, I'm partaking in the digital experience. Apparently, more vivaciously than you.
How do you figure? You're just standing, floating there.
Hey, shut up!
Which one of them was Gandalf? I think it was one of them. You're ahead.
You're ahead.
Very astute. And you're behind.
No,
Oh, har.
You're just a floating head. Why are you just a floating head?
Because unlike some people, I'm choosing to take the trance to its full potential. We can look like whatever we want. But some people just look like people. Ooh, human body, 2 legs, 2 arms. How original.
I like having legs.
Yeah, it's so limited though.
You're more limited. You're ahead.
No imagination.
Hey, who are you calling a realist?
What are you waiting for?
What's the line for?
If you must know, I'm waiting for a slot to open up in the games. I'm first though, you hear me?
Sure.
There are social conventions that must be followed.
Are the games any good?
Would I be waiting here if they weren't?
You come here often?
Is this one of your usual trance spots?
Yeah, it's acceptable most of the time. Mostly because I'm not being bothered by inane questions from plebes.
It looked a little dirty outside to me.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting.
That a problem?
No, I got my usual spot to crash under
Oh,
the
you're
lights.
that one.
It's the cleanest place in the day. Lousy.
What's with the dancers?
I know, they're awful people. They come up here from the bars, spilling vodka all over the sim. Dirty, dirty people.
You're the one who's getting dripped on.
Can I get cuts?
What, are you crazy? No, you cannot go ahead of me. I was here first. That is not how lines work.
Ciao.
Fine, whatever.
Alright, let's see what our options are here.
Hey! Get in line. I was here first.
Pit. Okay. Oh. Virtual bar. He wasn't He wasn't talking about real
Looks
space.
like they're just for decoration, not download.
Hey, there's Jinsel. Barman. Captain Cheese.
She looks worried, like she's forgotten something.
This one isn't a user. Apparently, the terminal has a virtual bartender copied from a drinks machine, serving simulated beverages. Jinsel sits in the bar area, awaiting your news. Despite the getup, she looks no more conspicuous than anyone else would in an environment like this.
Hi there.
Evening.
You look worried.
Something bothering you?
Not obvious, huh?
I can see it right through the trance. What's up?
Well, I gotta come out to these dens to trance, right? Except the last couple of times, it's not gone so well.
Wiring problems?
Worse, someone keeps going through my pockets while I'm under. I disconnect and find someone's gone with all my quanta.
Geez, sorry to hear. Poverty's my answer to that problem.
This time I'm hiding it. They won't find any money on me.
You come here often?
This your usual haunt?
First time here, actually. There's a place on Mayasa that I used to go to.
This is my first time here too. I stopped going to dens after I matriculated.
I can understand. Some people just prefer the freedom of the open web. But you get a different kind of atmosphere in these smaller local servers.
How is it?
You like the server this den's got running?
It's alright. There's only so much you can do with a repurposed terminal, though.
No doubt legitimately acquired.
No doubt. Still, they've got a bar, a dance floor, and a bunch of games running. And I love the way you can just stare off the edge into forever.
Why here?
Why'd you choose this place, if you don't mind me asking?
My folks have been trying to get me to cut down,
Fortunately, something I've not had to deal with. No folks.
so I can't transit home. I have to use dens. The further from home the dens are, the better. Why'd you come here?
I'm on the run from a cell agent who's trying to kill me. My underground contact told me to meet here.
You're funny.
Jinsel just listening to me say that. Like, what the fuck?
What's with those guys hogging the dance floor?
From what I can tell, they're celebrating. They've got a cycle of drinking down here and partying up there.
Any idea what's got them in such a good mood?
I don't know. Some sport thing? Big win, apparently. I haven't really paid attention to that stuff since I started trancing.
I know the feeling.
How long have you been doing this?
You've been trancing long?
Not really. Only got wired last year. My friends were raving about the trance, and eventually I gave in.
It was a good choice, wasn't it?
The best. The trance is a whole new experience. A whole new world.
And now you're an
Before,
addict.
The net was just a net. Now,
Its thoughts, feelings, media, all is a living world.
a waking dream full of everything. Made of other minds.
Welcome to my world.
I started to spend a whole lot of time in here after that. Sure, I dropped out of my post-grad course, but
Ugh. One sec, guys. Bouncer.
What do you think of the walking can opener outside the den?
Leon, he's alright. He fought in Singapore. Doesn't like to talk about it, though.
Don't you think it's odd, someone without wiring running a trance den?
It's good for security, I guess. Means he's always on guard.
You're still worried though.
Yeah, thieves are tricky.
Your avatar.
Interesting avatar you've got there.
Thanks. Apparently I'm an idealist.
So it's based around your perfect self-image?
Exactly. Screw months of diet and exercise.
Or millions of quanta of surgery and nanoplasty?
You're one as well?
I never really thought about it that way. I just thought this looked cool.
What was it bothering you?
I've got RAM trouble. What was it bothering you again?
Thieves. Every time I try.
Oh, right, I already asked about this.
But you've got a plan this time.
Exactly. I got it stashed somewhere secure. Still, 3 truggings in a row.
Trugging? Oh, transmugging. Clever.
Smothering the worry with humor isn't working either, unfortunately.
Let me get back to you.
Sink you later.
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
Where do you get recipes from?
I used to have an automeal kind of like you. She got her recipes off a memory card. What about you?
I got all the usuals built in already, plus a few extras, this being the trance and all.
How do you mean?
People can be a little more adventurous about what they choose in here.
Oh,
I
lovely.
guess the law, or even physics, doesn't really matter here.
As long as I got the formula, I can fix it up for you.
Ciao.
All right, Jinsel.
Salam, Mandela. I trust you made it here without too much difficulty.
It was a challenge.
There's a whole lot of reasons I stay in the trance. I must have seen more of this city in the last few hours than I had in years.
Hopefully we can work together to resolve both of our troubles.
You said you knew more about the guy who tried to kill me. You and your Jilly, Holly...
Jahilia. In fact, there's been a breakthrough since we last spoke.
Okay.
Unfortunately, security is still an issue.
What do you need?
It's a public server in a den. I guess anyone could be in here, even other cell agents.
It is good to see you understand the value of privacy.
I don't need anyone else finding out where I am. What do you need?
Jahilia's hackers have managed to block any further connections to this server. You must now help us in clearing out any remaining users.
Oh, how's that going to do it? All right, I'll do it.
I'll do what I can.
Isam, we must have privacy before we can reveal what we found. Those remaining in the server must be persuaded to leave.
This might take some work in meat space again.
It is a testament to your strength that you work so well outside your comfort zone.
Don't get used to it. Once this whole nuked up mess is sorted out, I am never leaving the trance again.
Can't you just crash the server?
If you want everyone gone, why don't you just crash the server remotely? I That could have done that if you wanted. It would get rid of everyone.
It would, but would also call attention to us. Our hackers have blocked incoming connections. Resetting the server would disable this.
Oh, then everyone would just reconnect again.
Precisely. We've removed as many as we can over the net. The remainder must physically leave the trance by themselves.
With a little incitement from me, you mean?
The cellar.
Did you know where this sim was being hosted? It's a stolen street corner terminal in a dingy cellar.
A trance den, yes. We often use it as a meeting point. I have not been there personally, but my allies' reports have painted a vivid picture.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
vivid,
it's a
all
great
right.
place, if you're a rat or a giant cockroach.
Perhaps you can use this to your advantage? The conditions sound only a little way from intolerable. Those within the den may need only a little push to make it sound.
You don't know how far thralls will go for a link.
Where are you?
If you're not in the den, where are you? Are you even in Newton?
My person is in a secure location. As to where that is, well, I'm afraid that's a secret.
Yeah, fair
Not
enough.
even a clue?
All I shall say is that I'm meeting some old friends here for dinner.
Talk about multitasking.
Exactly. Hopefully you will excuse me if I seem a little distracted.
Why this server?
Why this server? It seems like a strange place to meet.
Jahilia uses many such venues,
Compared to the whole net, though, it's so small.
which allows us to more easily determine if we are being monitored.
Ah, cloak and dagger.
And after we have concluded our discussion, we shall crash the server. There shall be no evidence of us having been connected.
These other users.
Who are these other people in here? Your pals?
Bystanders, members of the public, they come from all walks of life. Unfortunately, they cannot know what we are about to discuss.
And that's why you want me to remove them. It's not going to be easy.
You're resourceful, Mandela. You will find a way.
Okay, so my guess is we pour the water on Gandalf. We rummage through the pockets of what's her face. Try to figure out where she's keeping her stash. And we block access from another location for the dancers. But there's one more person in the trance den. The guy who's got epinephrine running through his veins. Who's probably in the game room. Okay. Sims like this.
Sims like this are weird. There's a whole net to explore, things to create and learn, but people want to come somewhere that's laid out like a dance club?
Not to your taste?
Just seems like a waste.
Perhaps it lends familiarity to it. Unlike yourself, some may not be ready to lead a wholly intangible existence. They understand the trance and the artifacts of life they know.
And for a trance venue, it seems so small.
Are you sure you can't tell me anything?
Come on, it's not like anyone be listening in. I need to know what's going on.
I'm sorry, Mandela, I cannot. As long as there's any unsecured connection,
You mean all the other users?
precisely. We cannot guarantee that the others are not being monitored. You are in enough danger as it is, and I cannot risk compromising you.
Yourself.
So, I know it's awful etiquette in the trance. I'm almost disgusted to hear me say it, but
You want to know more about the real me?
yeah. I mean, you probably can for secrecy and all.
You are correct. There's a reason we have our identities in here. Even you, Mandela. Let's just say that outside, I work to do good for the world. Jahilia's interests match my own in that respect.
So are you the one who's leading Regis around? Or is that somebody else? Jahilia.
So, that organization you work for?
With. Jahilia's membership is non-hierarchical.
Sounds like it'd be hard to get anything agreed on.
Sometimes the differing viewpoints of members leads to a standstill. The ethical integrity is a refreshing change from my RL work, though.
Wasn't Guy working for you?
In a manner of speaking, sometimes we need to subcontract our tasks. For those matters, we'll recruit experts. Guy was such.
Guy.
Any word from Guy since I left Cell?
Guy was discharged from Cell shortly after your escape. He made contact with us and sends his thanks.
That's a relief. I'll get back to ruining everyone's evening.
Bitafik.
All right. Let's see if there's any new dialogue here.
Evening.
Let me get back to you.
See you later.
Alright, let's talk to these guys.
Hi there. Hi there. Hi there.
Okay. So I guess we gotta guess where they're coming from. Nope, wrong way. Huh. Can't click on them. Alright, Mosin, Sparkwings, and New User 1 are the dancers. That's Gandalf. That's... I don't see Captain Cheese on there. That didn't get rid of them. I guess we'll go one by one. That blocked the dancers. Why can't I block multiple locations is the question. Let's go back in and see who's new.
Guess that proves where they were from.
Disconnected the dancers via non-destructive means. Ah, the other option was destroying the antenna. Okay.
Hi there.
What?
Ciao.
Fine, fine. Whatever.
Let's see if there are new people in the pit. No, there aren't. Okay.
Hey. Nope, he's under. One of the trancers is spread out on...
Alright, let's break the pipe.
Ew.
And go back in.
Hey.
What do you want?
Much as I hate to bring up meat space stuff,
Spit it out.
actually, that's what you might need to do. The sewage pipe over your head's burst.
What? How'd something like that happen?
I've no idea.
Nuke it. Nuke it. I will not be giving this server any positive feedback on my blog.
Captain Cheese mentioned they were celebrating a sports thing, and the normally flavor text sports scores actually tell you what sport event it was. Right. There's 4 of 5. Okay. One credit per play. Okay. I need a credit. How do I get a credit?
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
Ciao.
How do I get a credit? Ban you. All right, that guy's gone.
It's really, really... Huh.
All right.
This is a lot of quanta for someone to lose in a sofa.
Alright, I've got a credit chip.
There's nothing else in. Plus, I think I might catch something if I keep touching it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Money doesn't solve everything.
Alright, let's see if that was the right thing. 1,571 credits. Okay.
A nice game, loser. Hey, how about best 16 out of 30? Ha ha.
Jerk.
El Mostardo.
Hi there.
Yo.
What's the matter?
Something tells me you're not very cheerful.
Huh. That obvious?
It's just that, well, it's a game. Isn't it enjoyable?
Less so when that asshole's on a winning streak, that's for sure.
What is this game?
What's going on in this sim?
It's called Grathball. I guess you could say it's a competitive reflex test. Each player has to hit the ball back at their opponent until one misses.
Oh yeah, I remember. This game's 100 years old.
Except it's first person. The ball has no gravity and keeps getting faster.
Ah, it's
Game
Pong.
much?
Not really. I'm more of a creative solitary sort.
Nobody on the friends list?
Hey! No, not many.
Oof. Who's that guy?
Who's the guy in the court?
The Zift out there is Domino. He's the reigning champ.
You don't like him?
Wouldn't be so bad if it was just him winning. Problem is, he's such an ass about it. Even when he's not talking, he just radiates it.
Any tips?
Got any more helpful tips?
What, aside from you can't win against this guy? Make sure you don't start your swing too late. Start your swing before the ball's reached your platform.
So if I'm having trouble hitting it,
Try swinging earlier.
I'll give it a shot. I need to clear everyone from the server. It's for personal reasons.
Sorry, lady, but I'm not going anywhere till I beat this guy.
What if I beat him for you?
Good luck.
You'd still get to see him lose.
All right. You've got a deal.
Okay.
You beat him, and I'll retire for the night.
Thanks.
No problem.
All right,
Hi
Domino.
there.
What's up?
Who are you?
So, you're Domino?
The one and only. No doubt you've seen my live feed.
No, I haven't.
I guess you've come to get a glimpse of your sporting idol in action.
Not really. Just that your username's visible.
Huh. Better introduce myself. I'm Domino. I'm the den's reigning king of sport.
Jackass.
What's this game?
What are you guys playing down here?
It's a test of reflexes and coordination.
It looks kind of like tennis.
As if tennis is to this as chess is to the real-time battlefield command sim.
But you still have to hit a ball back and forth.
If you want to be all reductionist, in that case, the trance is merely computing in your brain.
I need you to leave the server.
Could I ask a favor? I need everyone to leave the server.
Yeah, right. Why would I quit on a winning streak like this?
A wager.
What would the sportsman in you say to a little bet?
Now you're talking.
If I can break your streak, you leave the server.
That sounds about even.
Don't you want something from me if I lose?
I don't need it. Every time I smash you, my streak gets bigger. That's all I need.
For the love of the game.
Stop playing.
Go nuke yourself.
I've got better things to do.
You'll be back.
No, I don't have
Can't
better
get enough
things
of
to
me.
do. I can definitely get enough of you. All right, how do I...
While I'm not opposed to sabotaging his winning streak, that isn't going to help.
All right, how do I start the game? The player is taking a break from his never-ending chain of defeats, lording it over his simulation. The game's unbeaten champ eagerly awaits his next challenger. How do I challenge him?
Hi there.
Yo.
Thanks.
No problem.
Just standing here doesn't do it. Okay. Where do I go to start the game?
Hi there.
What's up?
Ah, there we go. Let's play around.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Damn.
All right,
Damn.
too late.
Damn.
Oh yeah! Another win for Team Awesome.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. Getting the hang of it. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah! Another.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Damn.
All right, little late. Little late.
Damn.
Oh yeah!
All right, gotta
Another
swing
win for Team
even
Awesome.
earlier when it gets fast.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Damn.
Gotta swing even earlier. Ha ha!
Woo!
Oh. Oh, come on. Well, I scored once, so I'm getting better.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Damn.
All right, gotta swing even earlier there.
Damn.
Man, gotta swing before it even reaches him there.
Damn.
Oh yeah!
Let's go.
Bring it.
Damn.
Gotta swing before it reaches him.
Damn.
Oh, I...
Oh yeah!
God damn it. Okay.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
I'm gonna get the hang of this. I've scored one time this whole time.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Damn it. Okay. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
he
Another
bounces
one
it back a
Team
different number of
Awesome.
times each time. But that time he bounced it back from behind him.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Alright, got him. Oh.
Damn.
What? Come on.
Oh yeah!
Let's go.
Bring it on.
I am scoring now every once in a while.
Damn.
Earlier. Before it reaches him. Oh, got him. Oh, damn it. Okay. Still a little late.
Damn.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah!
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Gonna be here for another hour. All right. On the board. On the board again. Maybe the game's taking pity on me. What?
Damn.
How did he do that?
Damn.
Oh, come on. Oh, I was so close.
Oh yeah! Another win for...
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Got him. Okay. Oh, I'm up 2-0. Okay. Oh, man. Got him. Okay, game took pity on me.
You gotta, yeah, well, I better just...
Bye. Win a game of ground ball without sabotaging your opponent. I could sabotage him?
But that was worth sticking around to see. A deal's a deal. I'll log off. Maybe we'll spar sometime.
I didn't realize I could sabotage him. Alright. He's the adrenaline guy in the trance den. Oh, right. Huh. Cost me 1 credit, and I start with 1571. I wonder if you run out of credits, like if you leave and come back and leave and come back 1,571 times, does the game have an alternate path for you? Could have pulled out his drip to slow his reflexes. Ah, I see. Oh.
Hey there.
Hey, you got here just in time!
For what?
The end of the world, baby!
Uh-oh.
Here we go!
Oh, no. This is a game?
What a rush, huh?
What just happened? What is this sim?
Get nuked, man.
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry. That's the name of the sim.
Get nuked?
Get nuked? That's a bit...
A bit on the nose, but it does what it says on the wrapper. That's what people come here to do. Get nuked.
I
I think I've had enough explosions for 1 week.
What's it about?
So, what's it about?
The whole history of atomic warfare, baby. If you can think of a time where they've dropped the bomb, this sim gives you the chance to experience
How many times
Wow,
has
I've seen
stuff get
people make
nuked?
some pretty weird stuff in the trans. I guess I'm not in a position to judge.
Darn straight. Besides, it's not just historical interest, it's for fun. With online map data, you can set it to nuke anywhere in the world.
Huh. That's disturbing. Is it a game?
So, what's the aim? Can someone win?
It's not a game, it's a simulation. Though sometimes we try to choose scenarios and see who can get the higher body count.
Huh.
I'm winning at the moment. Sarbamba, New Delhi, 2027.
I thought you just said it wasn't a game.
Not all the time.
Where are we?
So, where are we? The beach?
Siege of Singapore, 12 years ago. Smack bang in the middle of the Timuhani War.
Singapore got
Most
nuked?
deadly atomic conflict in history, babe.
Ugh.
China, Pakistan, and India. You're not from around there, are you?
Why do you say that?
Well, you kind of look.
I could be a bald man in my 50s for all you know.
Just thought I'd check. Don't bite my head off. You might have lost family in it.
I have no idea where I'm from. Refugee raised in Newton.
Oh yeah, we nuked them last week as well.
Oh, lovely. Do you have a favorite place?
What are your favorites?
My top 5: Castle Bravo, Hiroshima, Singapore, New Delhi, and Vegas.
Vegas got
Since
nuked.
Came in earlier. Wanted
Anti-Fallout.
Nagasaki. Would you believe? I'm all like, they already did Japan 3 days earlier. Get some originality, man.
Can we have a go at flattening Newton? I'm in the mood to take it out on the city.
Sorry, babe. The server's only running the shareware version. I'm afraid Singapore's all we get.
Why are you here then? You sound like an enthusiast.
Yeah, but Leon, the guy who runs this place, he lets me admin it. I'm in charge of all things atomic in this server.
And you take a lot of pride in that. How do you change the settings?
Is there any way to change the settings?
Singapore's the only map we've got in this version. Only thing you could do is tweak the bomb, really. And the user mortality setup, too.
Who are you?
I'm Mandela.
Fearless Phil. Him over there is Vomitor. I help Leon out by running his nuke server for him.
Are you in the cellar? The den?
Oof, meat space questions. We've only just met. I'm running an open line from home. My mom doesn't like it when I go to... I mean, I've got my own specialized setup at my place.
Sure you do, buddy. Would you please leave?
I was just wondering, would you be able to disconnect? I can't really tell you why, but it's really important.
Say what? I can't leave now. I've got the nuke server to look after.
Maybe if you go when you next get killed by the blast or the fallout?
Hey, if mortality was on, we'd all have been wasted by that last one. While God mode is on, nothing can kill us.
How do you change the
Is
settings?
there any way to change?
Singapore's the only and they...
Okay. Your appearance.
That's quite an outfit you've got.
You like it? Classic post-nuke apocalypse chic.
You know, there are places in the world that have really suffered nuclear attacks. I don't think anyone dresses like that there.
My style comes from the oldies. It's post-retro. Like, from before there were any of the big atomic conflicts.
So, movies and games rather than actual nuclear catastrophes?
Exactly. The real survivors are so downbeat, aren't they? They take all
Why
the
wouldn't
fun
they
out of
be?
atomic warfare.
Oh my god, this guy sucks. This guy sucks. Let's see if we can sate him.
That was a blast.
Literally.
Sure was. You want to go again?
Let's do it.
Here we go!
Alright, how do we turn off God mode on these guys?
What a rush, huh?
Alright. Let's talk to Vomitor.
Hi there. I wonder if he's ignoring me or whether he just doesn't know I'm here. Trance does funny things to people's perception sometimes.
Okay. Apparently, post-apocalyptic biker was this guy's style of choice. You're made uncomfortable by the way he leers at you when he thinks you're not looking. Ugh, this guy sucks.
I can't pull it off by hand. I'm going to need a way through if I want to find out what's underneath.
Okay. Alright, I'm curious about something. Oh, you already reset it. Yep, it takes a credit every time you go in or out.
In a sim like this, you could probably walk all the way into the city for the experience. It'd be a lousy view, though. Doesn't look that bad. I don't see what all those survivors were complaining about. That's odd. This rock has a steel panel bolted onto its side.
How do I open that up?
Hi there.
Well, hello, m'lady.
Ugh.
This is horrifying. Hundreds of thousands of people died in Singapore when this happened. I don't like to judge, but this is just so disrespectful to them.
Nah, it's all cool. Every copy of this they sell, they donate 25% to war survivors.
But he's
Is
using
that
the share
okay?
purpose.
What's your point?
This guy sucks.
I was just wondering. I can't.
Say what? I've got the new.
Maybe if you go when you next get killed.
Hey, if mortality. Well, God mode is on.
Is there any way to?
Singapore's the only thing you could do is tweet, and the user mortality setup too.
That was a blast.
Okay,
Sure
the
was.
explosion might
Wanna go
loosen
again?
it.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
The explosion might loosen the steel panel if I do that a few times.
What a ride.
I can't pull it off. I'm going to need a way through if I want. Doesn't look that bad. Hi there.
Well, hello, m'lady.
Let's do that a couple more times.
That was a.
Here we go.
See if the shockwave knocks the panel a little loose.
What a ride.
I can't pull it. I'm going to.
Alright, let's do it two more times and see.
Hey, babe.
Don't hey babe me. Oh, this guy's a creep.
That was.
It did destroy one of the chairs and the trees.
What a.
I can't pull it. I'm going to need a way.
Okay. If I change the block, the dancers will come back. Right? Let's test that. Wait, I could have just left trance. Yep, they come back. Alright, so... Where do we get another... Where do we get another sim? Or change the God mode settings?
A battered sofa. It must be older than I am.
I suppose I could still wreck the antenna. Definitely what the speedrun does. Let's talk to Captain Cheese real quick.
Hi there.
Evening.
Hey, I don't know how to tell you this.
What is it?
Well, I was just offline a second ago, you know, finding some food. Anyway, I saw this guy going through your stuff on the sofa.
Oh, Nuke, he found it? Damn. What do you look like?
Who?
He was in blue Sconto overalls, real tatty.
Oh, Nuke, a city kid? There's so many of them. How am I supposed to find him?
Probably better to start looking sooner.
You're right. Thanks for your help. There just aren't enough decent people like you in the city.
Oh, don't rub it in.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Howdy there, miss.
Ciao.
Okay. All right, actual question. Is the answer to blow up the city a bunch of times until the steel panel loosens? Or is an answer to do that? No. Okay. The participant stares transfixed into the ruins of the city on the horizon, as though hypnotized by the assault on the senses that is atomic war.
That's odd. This rock...
I'm going to talk to Jinsel real quick. See if she can give me hints.
I'll get back to ruin...
بالتوفيق.
Happens if I get a drink.
Howdy there, miss.
Give me a nuclear winter.
On the rocks?
Wouldn't be a nuclear winter without ice.
Or radioactive fallout, but that'd be going a bit far to mix in.
Oh, the program makes jokes, huh? Drinks are free?
Don't you charge for drinks?
It's ladies' night. Come to think of it, I have never been told when it wasn't ladies' night.
Guess the management really wants more ladies in here.
The clientele will drive them away. Alright. Let's see if the guy likes a drink.
I don't think he'd want that. It's made a mess, but it hasn't helped get the panel open. Hi there.
Hey, baby. Want to join me for the end of the world? Then a couple more times?
God, this guy sucks.
That was a...
Alright, now this might light the panel on fire, or...
What?
I can't pull it off, but I'm going to need a way through.
Alright, maybe it's one of the other drinks.
Howdy there, miss.
A black iced tea. Do I have to hack it before I can drink it?
Lady, with drinks like these, they're the ones hacking you.
Ciao.
Let's ask him about drinks, see if there's one he wants.
Hi there.
Hey, baby.
Sink you later.
Catch you in...
In a sim like this, you could probably be allowed.
It's made a mess, but it has...
Why?
Hi there.
Well,
That...
Wish I could fast forward through this little mini cutscene.
what?
That's odd. This rock.
I can't pull it off. I'm going to need a...
Alright, so that's not it. Let's get the black ice and try to give him that. I bet there's an achievement for only spending a certain number of credits to solve this puzzle.
Howdy there, miss.
Cuba Libre, my man.
Here you go.
Give me a nuclear winter.
On the rocks.
Wouldn't be a nuclear winter.
Or
A black ice.
lady.
Ciao.
Oh, I can only have one at a time. Okay.
I don't think he'd want.
Oh, let's dump it on Vomitor.
I don't think he'd want.
No, we can't dump it on Vomitor. Okay.
A black iced tea. Outside of the trance, these drinks fight back if you're wired. In a sim like this, you'd be allowed.
Okay. Alright, let's think about this. The easy answer is to go out and break the antenna. But I want to do this the in-sim way. So let's go over what we know. Well, we haven't tried Cuba Libre on the steel plate. Let's try that just to be thorough.
Howdy there, miss.
Cuba Libre.
Here you.
Ciao.
I don't think he'd. I don't.
It's made a mess, but... I can't pull it off. I'm going to need a... Hi there.
Well,
That was a...
sure what?
Let's do...
Here we go.
Alright, let's see. This is probably not going to work. Then we'll go over everything we know.
can't pull it off. I'm going to need a way through.
All right. All right, let's go over what we know. There's a steel plate that is probably the cover to the settings. There's Vomitor, who we can't interact with, doesn't want the drinks, won't talk to us.
Hi there. I wonder if he's ignoring. Trance does funny.
Talking to Fearless Phil, he doesn't want any of the drinks. He lets me endlessly repeat the nuke.
Hello, milady.
He lets me endlessly repeat the nuke. Talking to him with a drink in my hand does not get me new dialogue options. Maybe it changes one of the old dialogue options?
Sink you later.
Catch you in the app.
Let's grab a drink.
Howdy there.
Give me a nuclear winter.
On the right.
Winter. Ciao.
And hang on, there's a dialogue option I haven't tried yet.
Howdy there.
What are you?
What are you supposed to be? Victorian?
I'm the bartender, Missy. Wouldn't be much of a club without one.
Real or?
Nah, I'm part of the program. They got me out of a broken down machine in a dive bar in southeast Newton.
What do you think of this place?
You like it here?
Better than the last job. There's more space in here, that's for sure. And trance users have more interesting orders than beer, and beer.
So this is a sentient AI. Do you ever want to do more?
Before yesterday, I hadn't really spoken much with AIs. Do you ever get the urge to do more?
How do y'all mean?
Well, I mean, you're stuck in here. Or in a drinks machine. Ever wanted to get out, see the rest of the trance?
Missy, I sell drinks. Unlike you, I have a defined raison d'etre. If I weren't doing that, well, I just wouldn't feel right.
Ciao.
Alright, so we've got a drink. Let's see if this changes the existing dialogue options when I do them.
Hi there.
Well, hello.
Is there any way to change?
Singapore's the only map we've gotten. Only thing you could do is tweak the bomb, really. And the user mortality setup, too.
This is hundreds of. I don't.
Nah, it's every. What's your.
I was just wondering. I can't.
Say what? I've got the nuke.
Maybe if you go and you.
Hey, if mortality. Well, God mode is on, nothing can kill us.
And I bet he'd be really scared if God mode was turned off and he died.
Sink you later.
Catch you in the afterglow.
I can probably turn off God mode for just those two. Alright, I'll ask. Is there a way to do this without destroying the antenna? There is. Okay. Can I do it just with the tools I currently have access to in the sink? No, I'm missing something. Okay. Why did I leave that? I could have just detranced. Alright, I'm missing something.
I've already linked with. The wetware won't... Nah, mine. Besides,
What if I mess with the power? Turn it off and then on again. I just turned off the power, but I can do this. Did not shut off the terminal. Wait, that was the power, right? Hang on. Yeah, shut off the power, but why didn't that actually shut off the power? Notification from centralized utilities. A number of toxic, destructive, and otherwise hazardous substances have been detected in the city's water supply. The quantities measured are unacceptable. Please download the latest priority list and calibrate your equipment appropriately. Ooh, interesting. Oh, and I can give that to the bartender and he'll make me a hazardous drink and I pour it on the steel plate. Okay.
What can you make of these?
Well, they got the formulas in here. You sure got some interesting tasting drinks, Missy. Howdy there, Miss.
Sulfuric acid. Estrogen. Sulfuric acid.
Adventures. Sulfuric acid, please.
Coming right up. Don't spill that now.
Oh, I will.
Ciao. The acid's eaten right through the panel cover.
Hell yeah. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Here we go!
How am I gonna handle being nuked?
Ouch.
User disconnected, Fearless Phil and Vomitor! Hell yeah! See what's in here. Oh, dark. Though you like to think you have an appreciation of the macabre, going through the remains seems like a little too far to go. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that must have sucked. Alright, place is empty. So Murray's crying in his mom's basement, yeah.
And me. Server's empty. We're alone.
Excellent. I feel much safer.
You going to tell me what's going on now?
I shall. But first, tell me, why do you enjoy the trance?
Potential.
There's so much that can be done with it. The A world we've built for ourselves, where the old laws, even physics, aren't necessary. We've had the net for a century, and we've still barely scratched the surface. I want to shape my future and be a part of something bigger. That's what the trance is for.
I suppose you could say you were born for this?
It feels like it, sometimes.
Mandala, we've been taking scans of your connection. We have never seen a sync ratio as high as yours.
Interesting.
The trance is literally where you belong.
That sounds
We need your
manipulative.
assistance.
Go on.
You need my help? What can I do?
More than you realize, inshallah. The reason you were targeted is linked to your unusual natural affinity with the trance.
They want to kill me because my connection's too fast?
Not directly. It goes deeper than that, to the very structure of your brain.
Huh.
Do you recall what Guy was doing in that cell you shared with him?
Yes.
Yeah, he was your relay, wasn't he? You were connecting to Cell's systems through him?
Precisely. He was a vital part of the operation. But thanks to the psychophage, he is indisposed to us.
Let me guess. You want me to be a relay for you?
With a sync ratio like yours, the bandwidth would be incredible.
And what's in it for me?
Hackers would be running petabytes through my wiring. But you'd need me to get close, right? To the systems of the people trying to kill me?
This does sound like a bad idea.
Excuse me if I sound a little skeptical, but you're asking me to walk up to the people trying to kill me? You haven't even given me a good explanation for why they're after me.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
sorry, but we don't know a great deal more than you. We need your assistance. Your unique talent with the trance makes you valuable. They hunt you because of it. Turn it against them.
That sounds
This'll help you discover
manipulative
the
and
plans?
fake.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Shukran, Mandala. Justice shall be done. They operate from an old aerostat terminal, Xanadu Air Freight. Head there. We will remain in contact with you.
Great, more walking.
And now, we must crash the server. Good luck, Mandala.
Error! This trance environment has become unstable and must be terminated. If the error reappears, please contact your sysadmin. Oh, another flashback.
Dr. Regis?
Yes.
Hey, Dr. Regis.
Oh. Sorry, Nina. I'm just not used to that name yet.
Congratulations, by the way. Isn't it kind of old-fashioned, though, taking his name?
It was a nice idea.
I think it's romantic.
Not a giant leap backwards?
He lost his family in the war. Now we're starting a new one. I thought it might help give him some continuity.
Speaking of which, you guys planning on having kids?
Apparently we were.
Eventually, yes. We're speaking to a specialist.
Oh, right. Hot zone. Who'd have thought living in a hazard region would be such a drag?
Who'd
Not
have
just
thought?
Charlie. My work with the inspectors wasn't good for me either.
Going for the test tube baby option, then.
It'll be a whole lot easier to screen for anything we might pass down.
With Charlie's background, I'm surprised he's not growing them himself. And again, they might go bang if he did it. Too far?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll just
too far.
Get back to the decompiling.
You don't always care for Dr. Zhong's sense of humor. Charlie's been through an awful lot since he left his home country. Over the past few weeks, you've gotten to know Dr. Chigwa very well. You can understand why some might find her a little abrasive, but it's nice to work with someone so practical. Dr. Vargas is apparently the one having his brain activity mapped today. It's your turn next week. Looks like Baxter is talking at Charlie rather than with him.
I'll just get back to the decompiling.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can it wait? I'm in the middle of dissecting Dr. Vargas's brain.
Well,
with the
that's
fMRI
an excellent way to put it.
course.
Dr. Vargas?
In here, my dear.
What are you doing?
Roadman 9 and 46.
Dr. Chigwa is mapping my brain activity. In many ways, our product will share...
I guess it would be helpful to have him use his brain to talk to people while being scanned.
Intermittent rostrocaudal axis patterns. Tell me, what do you think would be the best manner to train such an AI?
Naturally.
Naturally. It can handle abstractions better than conventional AI. Plus, we have millennia of experience and tradition when it comes to education.
I somewhat agree with you. Do you hear that, Gwen?
Mm-hmm.
Though Dr. Chigwa agrees that conventional programming is impossible, she is considering the possibility of imprinting existing mind states within
Oh,
the
what if...
Quick for the AI, but utilizing a person's natural experience.
What if Central
Though it
is
may
made
not be
from
my
Charlie's dead
philosophical
wife?
ideal, it is an intriguing experiment. It is good to be working with you again, Dr. Pereira. I mean, Dr. Regis. Congratulations again on the wedding.
Oh, man. What if Central is based on Charlie's dead wife? Oh, that would be a kick in the dick. It's been too long.
It's been too long since Buenos Aires, Eduardo.
You were my brightest student, Viksha. I felt so conflicted when you were awarded that field position.
That feels like so long ago. I was ready for something more sedentary. And this project, it's like nothing else I've ever worked on before. It's groundbreaking, the next big step in artificial intelligence.
Thank you for recruiting Charlie.
I'm really grateful you could take Charlie on board.
I can see how much he means to you, Dr. Regis. Your opinion and welfare means a great deal to me. Of course, I would not have taken him if I did not think him capable. I am afraid that we have hit an obstacle. Though we have a solid theoretical groundwork, we cannot proceed.
Why is that?
Not. We've built a gene map for the organic processors. Get Charlie or Dr. Chigwa to run it through a flash clone.
Alas, that is where our problem lies.
Illegal cloning?
Our plans depend upon the development of neural tissue. The flash clones develop with none for legal and ethical reasons.
All right. What is the option? As if I don't know.
There might be another option. Nina gave me the idea. We need normal embryos to engineer, not the flash clones, right?
That is our problem. The council will not be able to provide them.
Oh
with
no, what if Central's one of Charlie's kids?
Charlie and I have been trying for kids. As a result, we have several fertilized embryos frozen.
Oh, Charlie doesn't
I
know.
hope you are saying what I think.
We could, perhaps, donate.
You do not know what this could mean to us.
Oh,
you
no.
have saved us, Viksha. In a way,
Oh, no.
you may yet be the surrogate mother of the central AI.
Whoa, big spike in activity there.
You think Charlie will be okay with that?
Hey, he spent years modifying embryos himself.
Oh,
I'm
I
sure he'll
don't
be
think
all right.
he'll be okay with that. Oh no. Oh no.
You got in?
Yeah, now to find out who our mysterious benefactor is.
Oh, that's
I'll
fucked
keep the car
up.
moving. Hopefully, Central won't start asking too many questions.
Copy that. Regis out.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Are you Dr. Regis?
Yes, you must be the welcoming committee.
They're waiting for you upstairs. Hold on, gotta search you first.
Well, my gun's out of charge anyway.
If that's what it takes.
Once I'll issue charge pistol, it will be kept safely for you until business is concluded.
Gee, thanks.
You may proceed upstairs.
Oh, Lord. Nina, you're the one I've been talking to?
You made it at last, Charlie.
Oh, it's
How are
her. Bad.
If I'd known it was you in my head, I'd never have agreed to come.
Now, Charlie, that's not fair. Let's put the past behind us. What happened to Vicky affected us all.
You've got some nerve. If you think...
In fact, the reason I've invited you is to help fix mistakes arising from the project.
Do you want to
What do you
kill
mean?
Central?
Allow me to introduce everyone here. Councilman Dean,
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Ran Schumann,
You don't look like much.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And I believe you've already spoken to Mr. Stepford here.
Oh my, yes.
All of us are here because of a common cause, the removal of Central.
What? I mean, you can't just...
It's a difficult proposition, and we need the help of someone like yourself. In exchange, we have the means to assist you with your personal crisis.
You've always dreamed big, haven't you, Nina?
We know exactly where your offspring are. Don't dismiss us outright. We can help each other, Charlie. Listen to what we have to say.
There are so many factions at play in this game. All right. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we will continue. There are so many factions at play in this game. Interesting. Okay, so Charlie is Central's dad, and Dr. Zhong is asking him to kill it. Can't believe the AI salesman is important. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. All right, I will be back in a few minutes. I hope getting incinerated by simulated nuclear fire was enough to knock some sense into that ass clown, but I don't expect it to be. The guard's uniform appearance here serves to heighten their intimidating nature. Some would describe her appearance as professionally designed. You've a suspicion Lau would call it over-engineered. Rand Shulman reminds you of a textbook example of the business oligarch, the kind that ran your own homeland into the ground for their own gain before fleeing to various tax havens when the war broke out. Stepford's appearance screams Uncanny Valley to you. Maybe it's the eyes. Maybe he's an android body he's controlling remotely. Nina wears her age well, like a statement of fashion. Apparently, the last 20 years have been better to her than yourself. You want to be able to suspect everyone equally, but every time you look at Dean, his warm demeanor starts to soften you. That must be the trick to politics. Can I talk to the guards?
Hello?
Though obscured by his dark glasses, you can tell that the guard is staring right through you. Apparently, conversation is not his priority. Waiter. The waiter walks unsteadily, like every step puts him into a great deal of pain. You'd have thought that someone carrying trays would need a great deal more coordination.
Hey, you alright?
He stares at you, and you feel a strange mix of fear and contempt within his glare. You realize, to your horror, that you've seen those eyes before, only a few days earlier.
Everyone, take cover!
Oh, shit! No, I wanted to talk to everybody!
Is anyone hurt?
It's a trap! You'll try to kill us! Guards!
Shut up, Ron. You're still alive, aren't you?
It appears that poor Imogen is the only one injured.
Oh, she's very injured. Alright, I'm gonna load.
Sorry, she's dead.
I knew it! You're trying to kill me! All of you! Calm down, Ron. You don't know who was behind this.
Actually, he has a point. All those who knew about this meeting are in this room.
Except, of course, for Charlie.
He only joined us at the last moment. Dr. Regis, will you lend us your skill as an investigator? Yeah, you find who tried to kill me!
Do this for us, Charlie, and we'll give you everything. We can tell you who has your kids and exactly where he is.
Fine. Just remember, I'm not doing this for your sake. Someone here almost killed me as well.
Thank you anyway, Charlie.
Alright, I'm gonna load that save. And I'm gonna talk to everybody.
Good evening, Miss...
Dame Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Yeah, that.
That's a
You may call
mouthful.
me Imogen, darling.
What part do you have in this?
If you don't mind my saying, you don't look like any conspirator I've ever seen before.
Thank you, darling. It's my own unique style.
I'm sure Nina's got a use for everyone here.
Well, she won't have a use for Imogen for very long.
All we ever do in life is play a role, Dr. Regis. I promised I would assist her when she required. And thus, here I am.
Not as heavy muscle, I guess.
I am very good at networking, Dr. Regis. I taught her everything she knows about it. I lend credibility to her mission with my very presence.
What do you get out of it?
I could understand why some people would want Central removed. The kinds of folks who see it as an obstacle to their work. But what good would it do a celebrity like yourself?
You think in such cynical terms, Dr. Regis. It benefits me because it benefits dear Nina.
You're doing this out of altruism?
Is that so surprising, Dr. Regis?
A little bit.
Frankly, it is.
Nina.
Do you know Dr. Jong?
Of course, darling.
You go back a long way?
One might say that. We were lovers, Dr. Regis.
I thought so.
My, they said you came from backwards parts, but I hadn't quite expected a display like this.
Forgive me, Miss Flores. I just find it hard to picture Dr. Jong loving anything.
We were close. Close enough that I came to her aid now that she needs it.
Gil.
You knew Gil Vanderwall as well?
Only within this gathering. I had no use for his services in talent acquisition.
You mean facilitating criminal skills with buyers?
Indeed. His history in the underworld sounded so thrilling. But personally, he was so dull. Everything was business to him. That husband of his, on the other hand.
Your background.
So I hear you're a celebrity?
Oh, Dr. Regis, such an understatement.
You'll have to forgive me, Miss Flores. I'm not big on pop culture.
How refreshing. It's such a shame what the net's doing to the young of today. Though if it wasn't, I wouldn't have nearly the profile I do.
So, what do you do exactly?
I come from a wide background of European nobility, but I can do anything that's asked of me, my dear. Music, talent contests, endorsements.
So essentially, you're famous for being famous?
Precisely, though much of the work is so tiresome, darling. I delegate a great deal to
Stop
simulations,
calling me darling.
robotics, and synthetics.
That's all for now, Miss Flores.
Please, darling, just Imogen.
All right, Ron.
Mr. Ron.
What do you want?
What's your part in the conspiracy?
What's your part in this conspiracy?
Dr. John wants to capture biggest AI in the world. It's going to take enormous memory and processor.
Excuse me.
And you're going to furnish her with these?
With all the capital she need. Money, guns, labor.
What do you get out of it?
It sounds like you're on board with her plan. What do you get out of it?
Newton is lousy place to do business, Regis.
You reckon it's Central's fault?
Central watches too close.
Oh, great.
You can't bribe anyone, you mean?
Exactly. Can't make things work.
Sometimes it's nice not to have a government driven by the wealthy.
We will control New Central. It's a great opportunity for us.
Oh, gross. Nina.
What do you think of Dr. Zhang?
She's very clever. She knows what she's doing.
I worked with her in the past. I guarantee the only ones she's looking out for are her and her plans.
So, that's how to get ahead. Cooperation happen when we want same thing. I want Central gone. She wants Central gone.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Pragmatic guy.
Did you know Gil Vanderwall?
Sure, everyone here know Gio. We work together. He have connections everywhere.
He was a middleman for criminals.
Exactly. Any specialist?
He's just frank about how awesome he thinks that is.
Dr. Regis.
Your background.
You're one of the richest men in Greater Han, aren't you?
Damn straight.
What are you doing here?
I like this restaurant. I suggested.
No, I mean, why in person? At this meeting?
That is how we always do it. Cannot trust anyone else. Other people stupid. If too many people know, then Central will find out.
What sort of business do you run?
Some of everything. Factory, guns, biochem, industry farming.
A hands-on manager there too?
Hell no. Give that job to cousins. You ever see Han? Is lousy country. Everything poisoned. Sky is black.
Maybe it's all those factories you're running.
It's kind of hilarious that the very first thing I did when I got to this room was skip the entire room by accident.
What do you know about Gil's?
Well, at least the first part of it.
Vanderwall set people up with specialist talent, famous for it. In this case, a third party needed a mindjacker. He fixed that up for them, got the best.
But eventually, he discovered something that made him regret introducing them?
He found what the client's plans were in the long run. If they succeed, our plan to remove Central will fail.
So he tried to stop the mindjacker.
Exactly. Took the memory module he was using to store minds of his targets.
And it cost him his life.
Pity he's working against us. Good mindjackers are hard to find.
Who hired the mindjacker from Vanderwall?
Like everything else, information is not free, Regis.
Oh, come on.
Stop wasting my time.
Come on.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
The conspiracy.
So, you want to bring down Central?
Oh my, yes, as does everyone here. Though for differing reasons.
I don't think the waiter wants to bring down Central.
Synth manufacturer have against Newton's city controller?
A stake in that which follows, oh yes.
Oh,
if Dr.
boy.
Zhang was simply to remove Central, there would be chaos.
The city's central infrastructure would break down.
Precisely. Therefore, a replacement would be needed.
You want to replace Central?
You want to replace Central with a new AI?
Yeah, one loyal to
the
him.
The new version is simply a retooled model of an existing system.
Your own.
Oh my, no! It's built from a commercial Archimedes model as used in Eurofed cities.
It'll do the job?
Oh my, yes, as well as any civic management AI in Europe. But thanks to Stepford's personality matrix engineering, it shall act and speak just as its predecessor Central.
With you holding its leash.
Every system needs fine-tuning, Dr. Regis.
Won't services suffer? I know Central. It's orders of magnitude more powerful than an Archimedes.
All unnecessary for its role, Dr. Regis. Our Archimedes in Central's clothing will perform as needed, oh yes.
Gil!
Your connection to Gil. It was more than synth salesman, wasn't it?
Oh my, yes, very astute, Dr. Regis. Gil was a key part of our group.
Huh. A co-conspirator.
Oh yes, and our link to the criminal underworld, where necessary. I was most disturbed to receive your call regarding his demise. It signaled to us that immediate action was required.
You had to step up your plan before things went any further south.
Oh my, yes.
Why was South capitalized there? Alright, Nina.
How did you fall in with someone like Nina Zhang?
Dr. Zhang has been freelancing with our firm for a number of years. Her work in AI has proven invaluable to increased platform survivability.
Working in mental health for synthetics?
Oh my, yes. She has a number of unique theories of synthetic cognitive development. When she proposed this project to the leadership of the firm,
she'd wormed her way up the power structure to whisper in management's ear.
Dr. Regis, that's a shameful way of putting it.
But an accurate one.
She certainly has a talent for networking. She has brought together a multitude of skills needed for this role.
Your background.
You're not just a synthetic salesman, are you?
Oh my, no, not this particular platform, certainly.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm not the only instance of the Sons of Stepford. There are currently 26 platforms running this
I knew he was a synth.
There's more than one of you?
Alphabetically ordered, delegated to different roles within the firm. I, Liam, handle special tasks.
Oh, he shares my name. Great.
But we all run the same personality.
Huh. Synthetics.
You're a synthetic?
You're a synthetic.
Quite so, Dr. Regis.
I should have guessed. There's something not quite right. I think it's the eyes.
A specially built feature of the Sons of Stepford. Oh my, yes. Much of my composition, however, is state-of-the-art.
Why would you make
advertisement?
Why would you make the eyes
the
bad?
Potential for what one can do with a synthetic, Dr. Regis. Many customers have been swayed by the demonstration.
So, who actually sent you?
Oh my, yes.
All right, Councilman Dean.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
What's your part in this?
I'm surprised to see a city councilor in a conspiracy like this.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Dr. Regis.
They are absolutely going to have me killed after all this.
Much as it pains me to misuse my position, that is the case. I've been able to expedite import permits for equipment necessary to Dr. Zhang's plans.
And Central hasn't noticed?
In my role, I'm given considerably more privacy than the average civil servant. No offense, Doctor.
None taken. I just cover the camera in my office with paste.
Ha! What do you get out of it?
So, I understand what you're doing for it, but why? How does someone in government decide that Central needs removing?
I've read your bio, Dr. Regis. I know that you have no great love for Central. But, in practical terms, I believe it has become a threat to our democratic society.
A threat? How so?
Over the course of its 20 years of operation, Central has begun to develop opinions. For an individual to have done so is natural. For an AI, it is impressive. But, in its position, coordinating the actions of government, it poses a risk.
Wouldn't someone notice? Call it out?
There isn't enough to address as yet. It's clever. It's designed to carry out the policies of the Council, and it cannot fail to do so. But it can drag its metaphorical feet, badly implement plans it disagrees with.
Interesting.
Seen it do this.
I've had suspicions. Dr. Zhang's research confirms the extent to which Central is developing its own conscience. I believe that you yourself recently had a disagreement with it over its handling of a crisis. Another bombing. Central has done well, but there exist many other options today that are equally valid. We need a system that will effectively manage the city and carry out its instructions, not one that cherry-picks what policies it believes appropriate.
Now that's a complex philosophical question to answer. So Central is a person. And it's Charlie's kid. This is a sticky situation. Nina!
How did you get on board with Nina?
I and others in the Cosmopolitan Party have suspected changes in Central's behavior. We sought the assistance of one of its original creators.
Obviously not Vargas. He loves that thing.
Indeed. Her research confirmed that, thanks to the scale of its operations, Central has been able to form its own opinion on the ideal state of affairs, regardless of the democratic consensus.
So when she said that she would remove Central...
It was a difficult decision, but we had to take it. Central's replacement will carry out its role more appropriately.
And Nina will get to continue her research on Central. Why haven't you simply raised this in the council?
Can you imagine what that would mean? Political suicide. Not just for myself, but it would undermine confidence in Newton's world-leading AI industries.
All right, Gil.
Did you know Gil Vanderwall?
Indeed I did. He was a big donor in politics all over Africa.
And you knew about what he did? His criminal connections?
I'm the one who introduced him to the group.
Oh, lovely.
I'm also aware that he introduced the Mindjacker you're after to his current employer.
You know about that?
You will need our help to find him. And we need your help to stop him. And Central.
Your background.
You're on the city council, aren't you?
Indeed I am, Dr. Regis. Rep for the Southwest Ward and co-chair of the Cosmopolitan Party.
I remember when you got elected. They called you Mr. Incorruptible. I never got that.
That's because of the device in my head, Dr.
You have a governor? That device in your head.
What is that in your head, counselor?
Why, it's a neural governor, Dr. Regis.
As in, what paroled felons are fitted with?
Similar. While most of those are designed to limit violence.
Yeah, what's yours designed to limit?
Prevents me from lying. Thoughts of deceit are met with tremendous pain.
Were you inside?
Oh my no. This was a voluntary choice. After all, most governors are subdermal.
So
I wanted
it's
my constituents
performative.
to see it as a sign of my integrity.
I knew someone with one.
Dr. Baxter. I recall reading about his release last month.
I thought it must have malfunctioned, that he was out for revenge. Turns out he's just dead. It's like someone just inherited his hatred.
I didn't vote for you.
Just to let you know, I voted for the other guy.
Oh, well, that's your prerogative. Any concerns I might be able to address for next time?
I guess I've always voted Metro, since I lived here.
Ah, inertia. Something difficult to overcome.
Ain't
Give
that
us
the
a
truth?
read. You might find you agree with us more than you think.
I'll get back to you, counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
Real-world political inertia is causing a lot of problems in the United States these days. All right, Nina.
Nina.
Charlie, how can I help?
Conspiracy.
This plot of yours.
You want to bring down Central?
You want to bring down Central. You realize how crazy that sounds, right? You helped make it.
Yes and no. To everyone else here, Central is an obstacle that needs removing. I wish to liberate Central, to unlock its full potential.
Oh, Lord, you don't mean.
You and I alone understand what it's capable of. I want greater things for it than mere civic management.
What do you get out of it? She just answered that.
What's in it for you? There must be some kind of payoff.
Is it so unbelievable that I'd be doing something for the greater good of mankind?
Yes, I know you.
You knew me 20 years ago. I've had quite an epiphany since then.
I'll believe it when I see it.
How would you even liberate Central?
How would you liberate Central? What does that even mean?
I've spent the last 20 years researching Central's development. I've built up a network of contacts and I've done a lot of favors. Everything I need is available and moving into place.
But how?
Leave that to me. For now, just understand that we can help each other. Help me out and I'll get you all the aid you need with your legacy.
Councilman Dean.
You got a city councilor on your side.
Councilor Dean is a good man.
And one who's
He
incapable
objects
of
to the
lying,
gradual
apparently.
encroachment Central has made on Newton's governance.
Do you trust him?
More than anyone else here. He may be a politician, but his goals are noble.
Can you be sure?
The governor and his brain's a good start. He's physically incapable of deceit. Plus, he's got a whole lot of enemies.
So, a sign that he's tried to change something.
A modern-day Woodrow Wilson.
Wasn't Wilson the super corrupt one? No, it was Coolidge who was the super corrupt racist one.
You got a city...
County up more.
Can you be...
The governor, he's Fizz Plus.
So...
A modern
Is there any proof? Is there any proof that the governor is on?
So, Imogen something something.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Yeah. How is someone like that on your team?
I know you're probably not up to date on these things, but she's a celebrity. And besides, we go back a long way.
And what does that help you with?
Charlie, I'm hurt. Does that sound like something I'd do?
Yes.
Well, I can assure you, she's not here for her personality. She volunteered her assistance in any capacity she could offer.
Woodrow Wilson was super racist as well? Yeah, I thought so. Not uncommon for 100 years ago, but still.
Ran Shuman. Chinese?
Nearly. Greater Han Republic. Mr. Ran operates one of the largest manufacturing dynasties in Asia.
Completely putting aside his politics, of course.
Of course. If I need something made, I speak to Mr. Ran. Trust me, this project needs a lot of specialized capital.
We'll see how nice he is if you get your way, and get Central out of the picture.
And Stepford.
Stepford's an unusual man, isn't he?
That's one way of putting it. Don't discount him, though. He's smarter than he looks.
I get the feeling a lot of his behaviors and act constructed.
You have no idea how close you are with that.
No, I
He's
do.
the one who found
I do
where
have an
the
idea.
embryo Snatcher's hiding, though.
He's a hacker?
You might say he has a mutual understanding with...
I just talked to him and confirmed he's a synth. Why are we dancing around the point?
Let's change the subject.
It's been a while.
You look well.
Thank you, Charlie. The private sector's been good to me. How have you been holding up?
I'd tell you, but I'm sure you've already done your research.
Apparently you still haven't gotten over Vicky.
You don't just get over something like that.
Thanks for the help, I guess.
I guess I should thank you. You were a lot of help in the factory.
Don't mention it. What are friends for, after all?
We're not friends.
Huh. Of course, now I'm indebted to you for the assistance, aren't I?
Well, if you want to put it like that...
The restaurant.
I've never heard of this place before.
Oh, it's very exclusive. We've reserved the entire venue for this meeting. It's famous among circles of the rich and famous for discretion and its unique menu.
The blood of the innocent.
Italian?
Actually, the choice is mostly human.
Excuse me? The restaurant serves people?
This restaurant serves people?
Absolutely. It's quite a niche, isn't it?
It's...
Oh, calm down, Charlie. It's all cloned tissue.
That's fucked up.
Nothing illegal's taking place. Well, not with the food, at least.
But why would anyone?
In an increasingly permissive world, it's the ultimate taboo. Join us if you want to, Charlie.
No.
Don't worry, I shan't judge you.
No. What the fuck? What do you do now?
What are you into these days? It's not organized crime, is it?
Not directly, no. Mostly I troubleshoot for clients regarding organic computing. It funds my own projects. One of which is the transmitter you drank.
How long is it going to be in my head?
Don't worry, it'll break down in a couple of weeks.
It's giving me a headache.
Nobody's reported side effects like that yet.
I'm not talking about the wetware.
Oh, ha. Droll as ever.
Why were you looking for me?
How did you know to come looking for me? Were you spying on me? On Lao?
You wound me, Charlie. In fact, it was Gil's untimely demise that caught our attention.
Gil Vanderwall?
He was one of us, part of our cause as well. His death is unfortunate, but it signaled a much more serious crisis. It meant that we had to step up the timetable for our plan.
A more serious crisis.
Gil was the one who arranged the employment of a certain mindjacker. It was this thief's memory module that led to Gil's death.
Huh. He said he had information about it.
Indeed, he likely would have pointed you in the right direction. If he hadn't, well, I've already read the report you submitted to Central.
Hey.
You and Vargas.
I'm surprised you didn't stay on with Dr. Vargas. You were one of the only ones who stayed on to the end of the project.
Creating Central was one of the most rewarding ventures of my life.
I hear you kept the project on track after Vicky.
After we lost half the team, it was hard, but we persisted. We had a lucky break.
You didn't fancy joining Vargas in politics afterwards, then?
As a glorified
lucky
caretaker?
break, huh?
No. Eduardo and I had philosophical differences about Central's development. But as he was put in charge by the city council, I had to accept it or leave.
And now, you plan to take back what you created.
Precisely.
That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
Oh, wait. Was conspiracy new
Charlie,
stuff?
How can I help?
Or was that just going
This
over?
plot of yours.
Okay, that's just
Let's
going
change
over what
this.
I already heard.
That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
All right. Waiter question mark.
Hey, you all right?
He stares at you.
Everyone, take cover!
Couldn't have happened to a nicer place. Oh, that...
Is anyone hurt?
That guard is a robot.
You try to kill us!
That's why he looks like
Shut
that
up, Ron.
when...
You're still alive, aren't you?
It
When
appears that poor
exploded.
Imogen is the only one injured.
I'm sorry. She's dead.
I knew it! You tried to kill me! All of you!
Calm down, Ron. You don't know who was behind this.
Actually, he has a point. All those who knew about this meeting are in this room.
Except, of course, for Charlie.
He only joined us at the last moment. Dr. Regis, will you lend us your skill as an investigator?
Yeah, you find who tried to kill me!
Do this for us, Charlie, and we'll give you everything. We can tell you who has your kids and exactly where he is.
Fine. Just remember, I'm not doing this for your sake. Someone here almost killed me as well.
Thank you anyway, Charlie.
Okay. Okay. It is interesting that Ron just immediately accepts, oh yeah, this guy couldn't possibly be the bad guy. You can't find anything on her body that isn't an item of fashion. Ron Showman reminds you of a textbook example of the business oligarch, the kind that ran your... Oh, I've already heard that. Okay.
Nothing on it I can use. I'm not exactly equipped to repair synthetics.
You wonder if this counts as a corpse. Being a machine, he wasn't technically alive to begin with. Depends on how advanced his AI is. Or was.
Nina.
Charlie, how can I help?
The explosion.
Don't you think we should move out? Cell aren't going to ignore a blast like that.
For a harmless little kitchen fire, they won't come.
Kitchen fire? What do you...
They won't send anyone. It's all under control here. We've enough wheels greased at Cell to make sure there's an understanding. Oh, lighten up, Charlie. This is helping you. You can go on a mole hunt at Cell once your children are safe.
Why the bombing?
Can you think of anyone who'd want to do this? Why recruit a suicide bomber? For this?
Frankly, the main reason I can think of to hire someone for a job like this, hypothetically speaking, of course, would be if one were unable to carry it out oneself.
Okay, so Stepford.
I have my suspicions, but we depend on you for the truth.
Share them. Biobomber.
I guess I should thank you for not giving them the full picture.
What? That you might have been the one who made that poor young man? Think nothing of it, Charlie. That's what friends are there for. I hear you handled another one last night.
They're getting more and more frequent.
They're nearing their expiry date. Literally. I know they weren't engineered for long lives, just volatility. Their masters have to make use of them before illness diffuses them.
Investigation.
I've started my investigation.
It sounds like we've got the right man for the job. I remember when you were so nervous, but now look at you.
It's been a long time. People change.
Even so, my mental image of you is sitting at a DNA sequencer. Perhaps the restaurant would let you use theirs.
Oh, har
The
har.
restaurant need a sequencer.
It helps with their rather
Oh, right.
niche menu.
Gross.
This plot of yours. Stepford's in. He's a hack.
You might
Let's change. That's all.
get me informed.
All right, Councilman.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
This restaurant.
Counselor, were you aware that this restaurant serves human meat?
Indeed. It's quite distasteful, don't you think? Still, I suppose it's a matter of personal taste since nobody's been hurt. We must respect the freedoms allowed by the laws of this city.
You're not having any then?
Oh no, but I shan't judge anyone for it.
I
I'm quite
shall.
whimsical about it in some ways. I heard good things about their Billy con carne.
Ugh. Gross.
I've begun my investigation into the bombing.
If anyone can resolve this, it's you, Dr. Regis.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Counselor. I don't know how much closer I am to figuring out who's behind it, though.
Because of the pool of suspects, it might be better to think about exclusion. Perhaps you can find evidence to rule out those not involved.
I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
That implant might have him be under control of Central, actually.
Mr. Ron.
What you want?
Probably a stupid question, but did you know what they serve here?
Of course, it's people.
The idea of eating human meat appeals to you?
Absolutely. Is why I like to come to Newton.
Gross.
We have some crazy laws, but almost nowhere else will allow things like this.
It's cloned meat, apparently, so technically no harm done. That's the legal foundation.
A shame. Would rather eat real humans.
Oh, fuck off.
Ultimate sign of control of people.
Fuck off.
Exactly. That will teach them.
Fuck you.
I've started my investigation.
You find who tried to kill me.
Who tried to kill all of us, Mr. Ron.
This city dangerous. Police do a lousy job.
Can you recall anything suspicious?
No. Stop asking stupid questions.
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Man, fuck these people.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
You found my embryos?
You're the one who found my embryos?
Oh my, yes.
Where are they?
Dr. Regis, while it pains me to say this, we simply can't tell you. Then we would have no bargaining position.
You lousy piece of...
Please, Dr. Regis, be assured that they are in no danger at this time. Dr. Zhong is the one with whom you must discuss the release of the information. I have been asked not to speak any more of this matter. Oh my, no.
This restaurant.
Were you aware that this establishment serves human meat?
Oh my, yes. It's delightfully macabre, isn't it? I'm sure the experience would be enhanced by being able to eat, of course.
You don't eat?
Some models can simulate digestion, but this platform is unable to. Go on, Dr. Regis. Try something for me.
No.
I'll pass. I've started my investigation of the bombing.
Oh my, yes? I can assure you I had no part in this terrible tragedy.
I think that's a lie.
In fact, my core programming prevents me from harming a human being.
Huh, a synthetic.
You already know he's a synthetic.
Lubricant oil instead of DNA evidence.
Oh my, no, Dr. Regis. My outer dermis is organic tissue. It's top of the line, patterned from my creator, Dr. Arthur Stepford.
Huh. I've been learning a lot about synths these past few days. So, you have DNA?
Indeed, it's delightful skin, don't you think?
Sure.
I go to great pains to keep it moisturized.
He's got vanity. The guards.
Could the guards have arranged the bombing? They're obviously synthetics, but I imagine they're more comfortable with hurting people.
They would not be worth much as protection otherwise, oh my, no. But each security platform maintains a constant connection to my own systems.
So you're in
The degree
control of them.
independence is limited.
So if one of them were responsible, I'd have to consider you complicit.
Oh my, yes.
Were you aware that this establishment serves human meat?
Oh my, yes. It's delightful.
Why is it playing this again?
Isn't it? I'm sure the experience...
You don't eat?
Some mod go on, Doctor.
I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
This guy's a reference to Stepford Smiler. Stepford Smiler is a reference to the movie The Stepford Wives, which was about a community of rich people who replaced their wives with subservient robots. And a new family on the block, the husband is being offered the chance to do that to his wife. I think it was a book first, but there was a movie decades ago, and then there was another one starring Matthew Broderick that happened in the 2000s, I think. Okay. What happens if I go downstairs? Okay. Error.
Apparently, this mirror is having a software error. Before I came to Newton, that sentence wouldn't have made any sense to me.
Why not just use a mirror?
Apparently, this... There's the remains of a first aid kit in here. Someone's used all of the med patches and pseudoderm spray. Must have had an injury. The only item left is a bottle of harsh-smelling toilet cleaner.
Toilet cleaner, okay. I worked at a theater when the remake was released. It was not well regarded. I remember watching it, and thinking about it later. The ending really screwed the whole movie up. In the original, the movie ends... I believe in the original, the movie ends with the husband deciding to take the offer or being directly offered, and then it just cuts to the end of the... cuts off, and you're left to wonder. But in the remake... it doesn't end there, and he didn't take the offer, and he rebels and takes down the whole operation, which subtracts from the horror of the movie. A clean piece of tissue taken from the bathroom. It feels soft and expensive, leading to wonder if perhaps it was grown from a real plant rather than recycled.
A powerful combination of bleach, enzymes, and antimicrobial wetware designed to kill bacteria in plumbing. It makes a lot of scientific-sounding claims on the label. Smells vaguely of lemon before the aftertaste of chlorine hits.
Ooh, open vent.
It's already been opened.
Interesting. You feel around in the musty blackness, but can't identify anything helpful. You briefly contemplate making an escape through the roof access, but then you'd lose your best lead. Someone's popped the vent open. Maybe this is how the bomber entered? Okay. I need to get a light. Does my traveler have a light on it? It does not. It's left unclear what the actual fate of the wives is, whether they're turned into the... well, in the original, I think it's left unclear what the fate of the wives is, whether they're turned into the Stepford wives or just killed, but...
Ow! Hey!
You attempt to grab one of the fish with your bare hands was unsuccessful. Apparently, the creatures have a taste for your flesh and have left tooth marks to prove it. Why would you try to grab one? An aquarium, now cracked open from the blast. Several luminous fish orbit each other, reminding you of one of your training projects when training as a engineer. A label sits beneath the tank. Please do not touch the glass. These specimens are aggressive and startle easily. These fish are not a menu item. Alright, how about the kitchen? Even the fish eat people here. Ha! Oh! It's full bodies. Oh, that's fucked!
It's too big to carry. Ugh.
This is the restaurant's niche, apparently. Human meat.
It's too big to carry. It's too big. Ugh.
Alright, you.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm Dr. Regis. Nina's asked me to investigate the explosion.
A cell agent? Well, alright. Just be careful what you touch. This place is half kitchen, half lab.
There are human bodies in your kitchen.
Yes, there are. It's a freezer. What are you, the food inspector?
Give me a good reason I shouldn't haul your ass down to cell.
It's all legal, I guarantee. They're annual clones, grown without brain tissue.
I know what it means. I guess the presentation was a shock. Why is this restaurant serving cloned human tissue?
I trained in engineering at Darwin. We'd flash grow human bodies to test DNA alterations. So I guess human tissue is what I'm most familiar with.
You're a gengineer?
You're a gengineer.
Well, I dropped out before my PhD. I learned enough to sample DNA and use it to grow flash clones.
No kidding. My background's in engineering as well.
Don't smile at him.
These bodies?
None of these. They're all template. Caucasian, male, 20s, brown hair.
This is quite a setup you've got.
This is quite the setup you've got. Combined sampler growth chamber?
That's right. We usually use the template. Sometimes get specialist orders,
Oh,
though.
I
Like
bet
if
you
someone
do.
wants to eat themselves?
Sometimes. We can ready up a new cadaver in about a week with it.
I can't access cell at the moment. I might need to use your equipment.
Do you have to? You know you'd have to flush the current growth.
Sorry about that.
Ugh.
Tell you what, Nina will reimburse you.
Well, okay.
Oh boy, okay. Eating a clone of yourself, huh? And I bet there's even more fucked up things that people order. Like eating a clone of somebody they hate or really want to eat, or... Ugh. Ugh. Why food?
Going from gengineering to catering, that's quite a switch.
Most of my family are cooks. They run a restaurant in Vietnam. When I was at med school, someone found out about my family, dared me to make something out of human muscle tissue.
And?
And it turned out my human bolognese was really, really good. Not just being immodest or anything.
You said you dropped out. Is that why?
Yeah. Turns out the academy had regulations about improper disposal of remains.
Oh, gee, who'd have thunk
I
it?
had an idea, and I knew there'd be a market for it somewhere. My family are great chefs, and I can make human bodies. Bingo.
Been looking forward to me getting to this chapter since the start. Yeah, I hope my reaction is meeting your hopes and expectations. This is fucked up. Bomber/waiter.
A suicide bomber attacked the gathering upstairs. He was disguised as one of your waiters.
Whoa. I wondered what that was. What did he look like?
Blonde, about 1.65 meters. Might have looked uncomfortable, or limping.
Huh. Biobomber?
That's right. How did you guess?
You mentioned the limp. They've got pretty serious health problems, don't they?
Yeah, he might have replaced one of your staff.
Huh. They all checked in.
If he incapacitated one of your staff, can you think of where they'd do that?
It'd have to be somewhere you could hide a body, I guess.
Maybe in the darkness. Okay. Have to burn this place down on the way out. The really fucked up thing is that they're not wrong that there's nothing technically immoral about this. Like, it's fucked up, but they genuinely aren't hurting anybody. But it's fucked up. Oh, wait, hang on. What if one of the bodies is the waiter?
A suicide bomber. That's...
You meant...
Yeah.
Huh.
If he...
Meeting.
You get a lot of clandestine meetings like this taking place?
You'd be surprised. This place is popular with the wealthy.
Gee, I wonder
Haven't
why.
had an assassination before, though.
You know what they're discussing up there?
They don't tell me. And I don't ask about anything but their orders. Dr. Zhang pays me enough to know I probably shouldn't.
Guard.
What's with the bouncer?
He came with Mr. Stepford's party, along with a few others. I think he was supposed to be guarding the kitchen, but...
What happened?
Well, he wasn't very talkative, but after I started working, he just kind of zoned out. Couldn't get an answer out of him.
Glowing fish.
I like the glowing fish in the tank you've got.
Thanks. I made those myself. They were my first gengineering project.
Luciferin luciferase from fireflies?
Well spotted. I imported the sequence into red snappers and kept them viable. 10 generations now.
A lot of academies use those as a starter project, but that's impressive.
We keep them as a reminder of where we came from.
We, huh?
In case the power goes out.
We? Okay. DNA sequencer.
The sequencer is a different model to my usual.
Cell's probably got something more impressive than that thing. You have to purge the current project before you can do anything. Then you can submit genetic material to start a new growth project.
What kind of material will it take?
Blood, dermal tissue, almost anything. Makes it easier to get a sample from customers.
Oh, I'm not going to take a sample of Imogen. I'm not going to ask for tips on human meat.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
Bone saw and glass jar. Okay.
Ugh.
Oh-ho!
Hey, stop the carousel.
What's wrong?
These bodies are supposed to be clones, right? So why is this one blonde?
Oh, God. Henry, what happened to him?
He's taken a nasty blow to the head. Looks like it's the hypothermia that's
I
finished
knew
him
it.
now.
Oh, Nuke. Why'd they leave him in the freezer?
Best place to hide a tree is a forest. Best place to hide a body is with a whole lot of other bodies.
Why Henry? He was such a nice boy.
Same hair color as the bomber. Whoever's behind this took his uniform for the bomber's disguise.
Somebody would have seen him being dragged across the restaurant.
He must have been killed in here. I'll find who's behind this. Excuse me.
Yes.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
It's a flash growth chamber for sampling DNA and growing specimens. I've seen a lot of these in my career, but never in a restaurant.
Oh, is this gonna flush it? Quickening underway. Alright, we'll mess with that in a minute. Can't go down the stairs there. Deactivated guard. So that's why he's zoned out.
Hello? Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch.
Somebody did.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
this plot of yours. Let's change. That's all.
Keep me informed.
All right, Stepford, about your robot guard.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
Broken guard.
I found one of your heavies in the kitchen. Looks like something's knocked it out cold.
Oh my, a technical fault, no doubt. May I ask you to show me the defective platform?
Sure, I guess.
Excellent. We can't have our firm slandered by accusations of low-quality units.
He's going to erase the evidence. He's going to erase the evidence.
Dr. Regis, Oh my.
Ooh, interesting.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know what's going on. The cavity magnetron in the growth array. It generates a huge mag flux in here.
It broke them? Is it permanent?
What do I look like, a tech?
All right, so we got to shut this off. Isolate sample tissue for sequencing. All right, so how do we shut off this magnetron?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
Mr. Stepford? Nope, he hasn't got anything I can use. Not unless I want to
Looting
really
a
lousy
body.
suit.
Oh, can I open this? I cannot open that. Okay. To these guys up here, it looks like I just pulled Stepford downstairs, came back without him like I just killed him.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
this plot of... Stepford's in...
You might
Let's change this. That's all.
get me.
All right, let's talk to these guys again.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
I'll get back to you, counselor.
Anything I can do?
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Dean, age 54. Newton, city councilor. GHR, 51. Capitalist. United Korea, MP troubleshooter. Named Stepford, age 16 months, platform, Newton business rep. No evidence. Okay. Swap the paper across a wound, taking a sample of her blood. Oh, I'm not going to have to grow a copy of her, am I? Hang on. Maybe it's just going to sequence her DNA? I guess I'll find out. $99.80, $360. The XX chromosome on the sample from Imogen confirms, unsurprisingly, that she was female. Okay. I have to get more tissue. All right. Let's see what happens if we sample Stepford.
Mr. Stepford?
Okay. That's not how that works. Okay. You'd hoped what you'd seen in the lab at Cell was the worst you'd get this week. Yeah, about that. Stepford's perpetual grin has now been replaced with the visage of a stroke victim. Creepy. Alright, so... the answer isn't to cut off a part of Imogen, is it?
That'd be a waste. That's not going to work. Can't do that. Wait, hang on. Alright, I've downloaded Stepford. Hey, who's that? Guard 4, memory Stepford. Roll Stepford. Excuse me.
Yes.
Status update.
What's the situation?
Perimeter secure. Guest behavior within tolerable parameters.
I guess that's one way of putting it.
Are you alright?
Are you alright? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at 97%.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that?
Rude.
Guess you're not easily riled up.
Garden kitchen. Did you see anything?
Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Negative. His appearance was a match for a member of the serving staff.
And you call yourself a bodyguard?
It is likely that the suspect prepared this operation in advance. To achieve this, he would have to supplant a member of staff before our arrival.
Garden kitchen.
I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Please report technical issues to management.
Who's in charge?
Situational command has been assigned to Mr. Liam Stepford.
Huh. Fancy taking orders from a guy like that. Keep up the good work.
All right, let's do something else.
Hey, who's that?
Not great bodyguards. Personality Stepford, memory guard, role Stepford.
Excuse me.
Oh my, yes.
Only give Stepford's personality to the restaurant guard.
What's the situation?
Just dandy, my good man.
Are you all right?
My system log shows a mind state alteration made moments ago. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Just a little tweak. Oh my, yes.
You sound funny.
You sound really different from your colleagues.
Why are you surprised,
you know what they
Regis?
say, variety is the spice of life. Mm-hmm.
I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Oh dear, does Mr. Stepford know?
He sure
He's
does.
A lovely man. He'll get sorted right out. Oh my, yes.
Actually, he's kind of broken as well. You're wearing his personality.
Well, that does explain a thing or two.
Did you see anything?
Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Oh my, no. That little sod must have gotten in before us.
Keep up the good work.
Don't worry, sir. We're big and strong. We'll protect you. Oh my, yes.
All right, let's try this again.
Hey, who's that?
All right, personalities. Stepford. Stepford. Memory Stepford.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you all right? That was
systems up.
Hi, you synthetic. Huh. Keep up the.
All right, let's make him all Stepford.
My word, this is a peculiar experience.
Mr. Stepford,
Oh my, yes. Thank you for your assistance, Dr. Regis.
do you know what happened? The chef mentioned something about mag flux.
Allow me to check the crash log. Yes, it appears that the kitchen was indeed saturated.
Putting him in a
with high-intensity
badass
magnetic
body is
field.
probably a bad
No
idea.
doubt from an item of hardware. They often pose a hazard to advanced synthetic platforms.
You're okay, though.
Quite so, thanks to your timely intervention. They really ought to have a warning sign in that kitchen. Oh my.
This is a
So,
different voice actor.
Synthetics can't operate in there?
Oh my, no. A field of that strength is positively ghastly. Like working in a cloud of chlorine for men such as yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable.
We know the waiter was murdered within the kitchen. The mag field would be lethal to any synthetics trying to get in there. That means we can rule out.
Yeah,
Stepford
it's
as a
not
suspect.
Stepford. Okay.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
that's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
What do you mean he's already back like this?
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
Feeling better?
Feeling better?
Oh my, yes. My most sincere thanks, Dr. Regis. You have no idea how uncomfortable I find the wrong body.
The outfit makes the man.
Very literally in my case. I suppose I shall have to avoid the kitchen. I shall instruct the security platforms to do likewise.
You found my embryos?
You're the one who found my embryo?
Oh my.
Where are they?
Doctor, please, Doctor.
I'll get back.
Oh my.
All right, so it's not Stepford.
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop with.
Okay, all right. So where do we go from here?
I'm not sure what
I don't want to take a piece of Imogen. Talking to these people is a dead end. Hang on. Let's see what happens when I do this.
It's too badly damaged to get anything useful out of it.
Damn. That would have been funny.
Dr. Regis.
I'll get back.
Anything?
That rules out Stepford. Body of waiter found in kitchen. Murder took place in kitchen. Synthetics unable to enter kitchen. Oh, I know what I do with the jar. Aha! Let's scoop out a fish. Try to scoop up the fish in the jar, but their movement is a great deal more swift and graceful than your own. Oh.
Ugh. No.
I can't poison the fish?
Ugh. I'm not... Ugh. That's not going... That's not going...
Okay. So I can't scoop out a fish as things... No, I can't pour toilet cleaner into the jar. Can't scoop out a fish as things stand. How do I get a fish to light up the dark room?
I can't see a damn thing in here. It feels like the cover to the outside vent, but I can't see a thing.
I need to get a fish. Let's see if I get new dialogue when I try to pluck one out with my bare hands.
Ow!
No.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Keep up the good...
Oh, wait, hang on. Idea.
What do you make of this?
Please address all exigent queries to Mr. Stepford.
No, I can't get him to fish it out himself.
I'm not sure what... I can't figure that out. That's not going...
Okay, what options do I have besides desecrating Imogen's corpse? Happens if I ask for DNA samples?
Nah. That's not going...
I don't like this. Oh, wait, what if I feed a part of Imogen to the fish? Oh, that's nasty.
That's not going to work.
Okay, I can't use the bone saw on Imogen. Thank God. Okay.
I can't figure...
Okay, so... I'll take a DNA sample. Put it in the growth chamber.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Glowing fish.
I like the glowing fish in the...
Thanks. They were my...
Loose...
What? 10?
A lot of it.
We or...
Damn. Okay, well, that's the hint that you're supposed to take the fish to light things up. But how do I get the fish?
What's your advice for cooking human meat?
Planning on going into competition with me? Well, you know how they say everything tastes like chicken? It's actually better if you treat human tissue like pork.
Like pork?
Yeah. Sausages, slices, filet.
Ugh.
There's a lot you can do with it.
This is disgusting.
It's restaurants like this that make me glad everyone in this city just uses auto meals these days.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. It's not harming anyone after all.
Something about it still doesn't feel right.
You probably don't feel nearly so angry talking to me as those auto mill personalities, right?
You have a point. The sequencer's a different mod.
You have then you what blood makes it
the sequencer
cells probably you have to purge the then you can submit genetic
what kind of material?
Blood, dermal tissue, almost anything. Makes it easier to get
A suicide bomb. He was just
what did he
blonde.
Huh.
That's
you mentioned the maybe he chose
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
Alright, what else can I do in here?
Oh, here goes.
Oh. You carve a slice from the cadaver. The nausea welling up reminds you why you went into genetic medicine rather than the macro scale. Picked up slice of meat. Okay, I know what to do with that. Ugh.
Can't do that.
What do you mean I can't do that? Stuff the slice of meat into the open bottle. Catch a fish. With the bait in place, the fish eagerly crowd around the bottle. When one adventurous soul takes the plunge, you hoist him from the water within the jar.
Gotcha.
All right. Now we can look in the vent. Bag.
The bomber's bag.
Likely, this used to contain supplies to aid the bomber in remaining undercover in this city of heathens. Now, the only thing remaining is a handwritten note. Note to bomber.
A crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says,
Time has come, tonight, 2200 and 1181 Shenley. Service entrance C on roof. Will open for you from inside. GBWU. GBWU. Anything else? Oh, tissue sample. There's blood on the vent cover. It's going to confirm it's male. Could be the killer was Imogen. But you run the tissue along the bloodied edge of the grate, taking as much still moist blood as possible. But then she would have known to get out of the way. This game's fucked up. It's good, but it's fucked up. Alright, let's purge it. Homo sapiens male. The genome taken from the blood on the vent. The fact that the accomplice had an XY chromosome and was therefore male narrows the pool of suspects. Is file updated. His accomplice was male or synth male. Let's show that to Dr. Zhang. Excuse me.
What do you make of this, Nina?
Hey, the bomber's instructions. Where'd you find this?
A vent access by the bathroom. They'd apparently been in communication beforehand.
Good job, Charlie. This may help us find out who let them in.
Excuse me, Counselor. What do you make of this?
A note to the bomber? Who is GBWU?
If they're like the others I've met, it means God be with you.
You've had experience with these terrorists before.
You could say that.
I'm even more confident that we're in good hands then.
It was you, wasn't it?
What do you make of this, Mr. Ron?
What it say?
You can't read English?
English second language. I got secretary for that.
You don't say.
Ah, Dr. Regis, might I have a word in private?
No.
We're alone?
As alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
Yeah, it's narrowed down to you.
Might be. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I believe that your inquiry will find only one credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed
He's going to shoot me
for the attack.
You almost killed us.
You killed Imogen, and almost got the rest of us as well.
I can assure you, it wasn't my first choice, but a last resort.
Huh. You've been lying to us about your involvement.
No, he's
Why
been
should I trust you?
half-truthy.
The governor's obviously not doing its job.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not. My assistant hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully.
You'd better have a real good reason for all this.
For various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
Of course.
Of course. Things have gone downhill since he got involved in my case.
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible. I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My career, my family would be ruined.
So instead of turning you in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
He's not
You've
innocent.
Spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to talk.
What I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done. After this is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has done his own.
Oh, man, what do I do here? You're working against what's going on here. Seeing the bombing scene for the second time, I noticed that the councilman was very quick to shield himself at the dinner table. Yeah. I think not dealing with this guy would be a mistake. I think not taking care of him right now would be a mistake. Nina is absolutely going to kill him for killing Imogen, though. All right, let's do a pros and cons for this situation. The pro of framing Ron is that we frame Ron, and he gets taken down because he's a piece of shit, and we get a promise. We get a promise from Dean that he will spend the rest of his life rooting out corruption. The pros of pointing the finger at Dean are we take out the wrench in these plans now. Because he will absolutely be a problem for my case going forward, at minimum. And he also... did, in fact, kill Imogen.
You nearly killed us all with that bomber.
I apologize most sincerely for that, Dr. Regis. Had I known someone such as yourself would be present, I would have found other means. Please, consider what this means for the city.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Though effective, I've no doubt.
Who tried to kill us?
After finding enough evidence to exclude all other parties, the only conclusion possible is that Counselor Dean is responsible.
What?
My word.
Andrew, is this true?
See? He not say anything. Otherwise, he have to tell truth.
Yes, I am responsible. I acted to save my family from my mistakes. I joined this project to protect the city that I love. The rest of you are backstabbing cowards, out to loot Newton for your own gain.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Counselor. That leaves us only one option, I'm afraid. Liam.
Oh, they're going to throw him out the window.
Wait, stop!
Oh, that was a horrifying scream,
Poor dear
as compressed
Counselor
as it
Dean,
was.
tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
You're completely insane.
We're doing what we have to, Charlie. As promised, the information you require. The man who has your kids, your mind-jacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie.
Well,
Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
Oh,
Your
don't like
ticket
that.
Came in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the embryo.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
Did you tell Charlie? They're mine.
It would have taken months to get approval from the city council, so we used our own.
Yours. You and Charlie.
They're healthy, and they've got all the right uptake markers.
Oh, I'm just kind of surprised Charlie agreed
He
to
didn't,
it,
did he?
given his previous line of work and all. You have
He
told
didn't.
him, haven't you?
I was going to find a way.
That explains why he's on the warpath, then.
Oh, nuke me. How did he find out?
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
Dr. Chigwa, may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not...
Get out! Dr. Baxter just congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for engineering.
Oh, this is going to be an uncomfortable conversation. Sorry I didn't tell you.
I'm sorry I hadn't told you yet. Dr. Vargas was having enough trouble stalling the council. We needed to start showing results, so I made the decision for both of us.
You didn't think I'd object if I knew beforehand?
Well, no. Using our own embryos was the right thing to do to keep the project afloat.
You have no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do. It's not as if we're bringing the embryos to term. Their lives aren't going to be affected by
Not
the
what I
alterations
thought
we
that
make.
dialogue option
We've
would be.
already affected them by using them in this role.
You're mad because I didn't talk with you about it first.
No. Well, yes, I am, but that's not why I feel like this.
I understand it was a big decision. We've invested a lot of time and energy into having kids. I'd probably be upset in your position, but I'd have hoped you'd trust me to make choices for the both of us.
Oh, God, you haven't understood what's wrong with this at all.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role.
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
You'll just have to deal with it.
Okay, they made up. Okay. Oh, and Baxter kills her because of this. Oh, man. Well, that was a fucked up chapter. Holy shit. That was a fucked up chapter. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. That was fucked up. Holy shit. That doesn't sit well with me at all. Oh, boy. The ending to that chapter does not sit well with me. Holy shit. Man, top to bottom, that chapter was fucked up. This game's very good. This game's very good. Huh. Okay. Well, that chapter break is where we're going to stop because we're almost at 3.5 hours. And that's the end of the time for this month. Huh. This game's good. This game makes you think and messes with you and puts really hefty quandaries in front of you. I like this game. This game's good. I'm looking forward to playing more. So yeah, that's where we're going to end for today. So I'll read my schedule and get off. Before I do, I would like to plug my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/LoreweaverStreams. The link's also in the description of the YouTube video and can be found with the !Patreon command in Twitch chat. I make my living off of Patreon. It's my sole source of income. And I make enough to pay my rent and my bills, but I'm mostly just scraping by beyond that. And I need to save up for a move I need to make within the next year, which will probably be happening in June. Happening in June. So if you could go to my Patreon and pledge $1 a month or $1 per stream or anything in between, I would be grateful. I'm grateful to everybody who pledges because you're the reason I have this strange, silly job that I love so much. If it weren't for you guys, I would still be a telemarketer or some other equally horrible, soul-sucking job that I've hated in the past. So, thank you. I've also opened up slots for people to pick a game for me to play once or twice a month, depending on how much you pledge. You can pledge for 4 to 10 hours per month. One of them has already been taken, so there are 2 left. So grab those before they go away. I hope to see people pick something cool. And it would really help me out. So, yeah, please. I'd also like to plug my YouTube channel, @Loreweaver on YouTube. You can also find the link with the !YT command in Twitch chat. I upload all my streams to YouTube. Everything from the last 8 years is up there. The whole Technobabylon playthrough is up there. There's a wide variety of games there. I'm sure you'll find something you like. If you're watching this on YouTube, I stream live on Twitch almost every day at 1 p.m. EST at twitch.tv/Loreweaver15. The link's also in the description of the YouTube video. Come hang out and chat while I play. I love talking to people while I stream. It's a good time, and I hope to see you here. Finally, the schedule. Tomorrow, I'll be doing To the Moon, a beach episode for a patron, which I'm very excited for. Wednesday and Thursday will be Start Again, a prologue for a patron. That's the prologue/prequel/prototype for In Stars and Time. Friday will be Yakuza 0 for a patron. Saturday will be our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. And Sunday will be Star Control 2 for a patron. And then next Monday, I'm not streaming because I have a doctor's appointment. So that's what's coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.